In this episode, I'm interviewing model Emily Treglown. Hey everyone, it's Adrian here with you from Women and Beyond, and I'm here with, let me get this name right, Emily Treglown.
Hi, how are you going?
Okay, talk as much as you want. You don't have to be completely ladylike just yet. Now, Emily is in the lead up to, what's the title of the pageant? It's Miss Continents Australia?
Yes, Miss Continents Australia, yeah.
Right, and you're in the lead up, it's less than a month away now, so how are you feeling in the lead up to the pageant?
I'm feeling good, feeling confident now. I've been studying, preparing, working so much. I'm very excited, not only for the pageant, but to go home as well. So that will be good to see my friends and my family. I'm very excited to go home, yeah.
Nice. So this is your second pageant. How is this the second time round different to the first time round?
I would say more so preparation. With Miss Grand International, I only found out about a month beforehand, but now I found out about 2.5 months beforehand. So I've had a lot more time to prepare. It's a little bit more full on, but I guess in this sense it's great because it's pushing me as well, and I'm a lot more focused and determined this year. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I wasn't determined last year,
Sure.
But with preparation and stuff, I've got like a clear picture of who I am now, where I want to be, and what I want to project myself upon this journey as well.
Now, I always do my bits and pieces of research, so I've been following your journey on Instagram, for example, and I don't know if this is quite the right word to use, but you seem to be taking it super seriously. So this is not something that you're just going to go for and have a bit of fun. I'm sure it will be fun.
Yeah.
But you are, as you said, you're doing a lot of preparation. So I guess the question for me is why are you so focused and putting everything you have into this pageant? What does it mean to you?
Because the motto is be your own kind of beautiful. And with me, that aligns with my own values. I believe that no matter who you are and where you come from, you are beautiful. And being beautiful starts within. I want to project the best version of myself possible.
Right.
And prove that if you put that hard work in, you can be who you want to be. And I want to be that voice for people who can't speak for themselves, and be that role model. I'm all about positive body image as well and loving yourself. And that's such a struggle I faced for so many years. And this is why I'm so focused with this pageant, as I want to show that you are beautiful no matter who you are.
Talk us through some of those struggles that you went through, because obviously the modeling industry is not, let's say, the kindest industry to a lot of people, and there are a lot of body image issues in society today. So what sort of struggles did you face with your modeling career?
Well, I don't have the typical model body type. I do have hips, but I embrace those now. But at the start, I constantly hated my body for that. I'm not exactly tall enough as well. I've been told that constantly that I have potential, but it's my height and my weight that puts me back. Wow. I got into Australia's Next Top Model for the next callback editions, but yeah, unfortunately they told me I wasn't the right height or weight. So that's kind of mentally, it drags you down, but I keep going through and I just keep pushing for different types of photo shoots because I want to break through that barrier, that you don't have to be a certain size or a certain height because, you can look the best you can while doing these photo shoots. And I want to break through that barrier as well.
So how does it affect, obviously as someone who hasn't had direct modeling experience, how does it affect you when someone tells you you're not the right height or that you need to lose weight? Because it's not like, oh, you're wearing the wrong dress. It's almost like there's something wrong with you. And I mean, weight you can kind of change. I don't recommend it, but height, obviously you can't. No. So when you're told that there's something wrong with you and you can't do anything about it, how did that affect you?
It did affect me a lot because it made me feel that I wasn't good enough. But at that point of time, I got in my head and I was thinking, I'm not good enough. I'm never going to do this. And there was a point of time that I stopped modeling because that's what I believed, because I was constantly applying for modeling agencies and they kept telling me the same thing. And at that point in time, I was like, I'm done. I'm over it. I can't do it anymore. I took some time out, about 3 months, and now I'm in the headspace that, you know what, if they don't want me, that's their own problem, because I know who I am and there's always something out there that's better, and everything happens for a reason. So there's been a time when I went to a modelling agency and they stood me up for about 3 hours, and I thought they were a really good agency, and I waited there for 3 hours. So after that I left, I was a little bit upset, but it just showed me my determination, my focus, and that this is something I want. So regardless if they didn't meet up with me, at least I know I've put the effort in as well.
A lot of us feel like we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we're not strong enough, we're not young enough, we're not old enough. So how did you get over that sort of feeling, or is it something that you've accepted is always going to be there and you've acted anyway?
Unfortunately, that feeling's always going to be there, just because, I didn't grow up with my parents. So that's something that's always played a part, especially in adulthood. But it's something I've come to terms with. And as I said, my mantra is, why would you get upset over things you can't control? Just focus on what you can control and smile. And yeah, pretty much it's something I deal with. And as I get older and I mature, I accept it more and more.
So with the modeling career, if someone watching this, a young girl, is considering getting into modeling, and let's say, like yourself, as you mentioned, she doesn't have the perfect, even though there's no such thing as perfect, but let's say they don't have the modeling body that the industry is looking for, right? What advice would you give to that young girl looking to get into modeling?
I would say be true to yourself, and regardless if somebody says that you are not the right fit, doesn't mean that you personally are not the right fit within society. Okay, so I would tell these girls, I don't think girls under the age of 16 should model, just because you want to be mentally mature. And I just tell them to keep trying. Just because one no doesn't mean it's all going to be no's, and you just have to be confident within yourself, and that confidence within yourself will radiate on the outside. I would tell girls to just not to give up, and keep going, because that's what life's about, I guess, as well. Yeah.
And how important is it to surround yourself with people that you can trust, particularly in that industry?
100%. If you don't have people that you can trust, then obviously, it's just going to play a part on how you project yourself, especially in that industry. In Melbourne here, I've made some fantastic connections that I do trust, but you can't have people who constantly tell you what you want to hear. People here, I have mentors here that have helped me, and they have told me the truth as well. And I applied for certain photo shoots, and my mentor's like, you have to work on this, this, and this. It might not be good for you, but I appreciate the honesty, because you need that good with the bad, I guess.
So you need someone who's going to give you maybe advice that is not so pleasant to hear at the time, but that you need to hear.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm all about.
Look, you mentioned just briefly that you didn't grow up with your parents, and I'm sure that some people watching this, a lot of people unfortunately come from broken homes. Maybe their parents divorced, separated. Yours was an even more sort of extreme version of that. So can you tell us, I guess you don't have to go into detail, but how did that shape you in terms of who you are today?
So it shaped me. I am thankful it actually happened to a certain degree. I know that's a big thing to say, but what I went through even up until this year, exactly with my mother and my father, it helped shape who I am today. I grew up with my aunt and my uncle, and they showed me unconditional love, and I'll forever be thankful for that. But growing up, it was hard to fit within society because I didn't know. As I got older, I've learned to love myself entirely. And I thank my parents for the way that they treated me, because it showed me that you have to love yourself and not to rely on anyone else. The things that I went through, I'm thankful for them. It helped shape me who I am today as well. And it showed me that I can be strong, and no matter what. And if there is certain situations that people complain about, or even myself, it brings me back into reality, because there's small things that happen every day. But regardless of that, you can prove to yourself how strong you can be as well.
So it sounds like it made you tougher.
Oh, yes.
Also more grateful.
Yes.
I also want to ask, do you find it tough to let somebody in?
No,
No, you don't. Because I
no,
would have thought after that, a lot of people would be
I
reasonable. Go, I'm not
believe
letting anyone in. So,
no, like regardless of what my mum did to me growing up, I would always forgive her because I believe, my personal opinion, I went through a rough patch growing up because I questioned my place within the world. So about from 17 to 21, I did a lot of things and I had people forgive me for them, you know? So I'm very open to people, and you know what? Everybody makes mistakes. I open myself up, which is not always a great thing, but I also wear a heart on my sleeve. But I'm grateful that I do that because I show a lot of empathy towards people and kindness. You can't be angry at the world because that will just be detrimental to you growing up as well. I want to do this because I want to show if you put the hard work and dedication into what you're doing, anything's possible. You know, it doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. If you have money, if you don't have money, you know, I want to prove that this dedication and focus, and I want to use this opportunity, obviously, to work for charities. I'm very passionate about foster children as well. So I'm so thankful for this pageant because it's pushed me to go outside of my comfort zone and go and apply for charities. And I recently got an interview with the Pajama Foundation where I will go an hour a week and go work with a foster child. So that's very exciting as well. So I'm glad to be a part of this pageant, and I'm determined and I'm going to try my best.
just tell us quickly more about the Pajama Foundation.
Yeah, so they work with young children who have been placed in foster homes, and it's this centre, I guess you could say that it was. I've got an interview in about a week, and they're going to give me a little bit more information, but from what I've gathered in what I said to you, they work with foster children, and children are crucial because that's the age they start developing, and children are like sponges, so you need to get to them when they're younger and show them unconditional love as well. So just spending an hour of their time with them, I just can't wait. It's going to be very exciting.
Absolutely.
You know?
I can see
Yeah.
that in your face. You're not making this up. Now, when it comes to the pageant, this is one question I always have to ask. What are you going to be satisfied with? Are you the school of thought that goes, as long as I give my best and have some fun, it's all good? Or are you the school of thought that you really want to go and take the title out, or you're looking at a certain finish? Like, where do you sit?
This year, last year, as I said, with Miss Grand International, I was so thankful to be a part of it, but I didn't really do my research behind it, you know, until I actually got there. So this year, my goal is to get at least in the top 5 of my division. And, you know, if I don't get there, that's fine, but I believe in life you have to have goals. And I want to win, but if I don't win, that's fine. I just want to get in the top 5 because I believe that I'm very passionate about it. And my passion, or being passionate and determination, will come out when I do that pageant, when I go there on the 4th.
And if you win, what's
If
the
I
next,
win,
what's the next step? What's the next step?
If I win, I get to go to Las Vegas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Whoa.
It's a hard life, but I guess someone has to do it.
Because I've never really been on a plane before. I'm just excited to go on a plane. You know?
Okay, that's a hell of a place to go to for your first trip, just to go on a plane.
Just to go on a plane, no, it'll be fantastic. I've never been overseas. I've only ever travelled interstate, and I believe that I would do Continents Pageant proud. I'd go there with my message, my platform. I'd represent us as well. So yeah, I hope I win. You know, I'm wishing it. So hopefully it will happen. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it was just based on hard work that you did.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So, Emily, if people want to follow your journey as you're preparing for this pageant, or whilst you're at the pageant, what are the social media details?
So Instagram is Emily Treglown _. And obviously my personal Facebook, I'm quite active on that as well. So it's Emily Treglown, and you'll find my name in the links. Is that right?
Yes, I'll put them below. I'm going to subtitle it below. Yes, you'll see the links below. So
they're my 2 active social media accounts as well. And you can see I'm a little bit more active on Instagram at the moment in regards to my journey. So therefore, I've got what I've done for Are You OK Day as well. Very passionate about that. I organise that all within my work. And I've started to put up some photos with some sponsors as well. And I've been putting a lot of my modelling shots on there. So Instagram's probably the number 1.
Perfect. Okay, so 10 questions to finish up.
Mhm.
Number 1, what is your favorite word?
Hey, mate.
Those Aussie roots are really showing. G'day, mate. Hey, mate.
Hey,
Okay.
mate.
What's your least favorite word?
No.
Ah,
No.
a lot of people have actually answered no.
Yeah.
Okay. With life or in general, what turns you on?
Seeing my friends, seeing how positive they're doing, how they're bettering themselves. If they're happy within their lives and they come to me and tell me all the great things they're accomplishing,
Mhm.
that is what gets me going. My friends being in a good place.
Sounds fantastic. Or what about what turns you off?
Negative people who see the worst problems in things when it's not a big problem at all. Not at all. That's what gets me.
Got that one.
Yeah.
What sound or noise do you love?
When my phone rings.
Oh, okay. Some people have answered that's their least favorite sound, which is the next question. So what sound or noise do you hate?
When the fire alarm goes off at work, because you don't know if an actual fire alarm or there is an actual fire inside the building. Yes. Because they do practice one sometimes.
Okay.
And then you're like, oh no. Yeah, so the fire alarm.
Okay.
Being
All right.
serious.
What superpower, if you could have one superpower, what would you pick?
I would pick reading minds. I think,
Ah.
I think that would be good. Therefore, if people don't want to say what they want to say, And if people don't want to talk about things, you have indication on what's going on in their mind, yeah?
You might also find out some stuff that you wish you didn't know, though.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm going to look at for a positive use, not negative.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. What job or occupation other than your own would you most like to attempt?
I would like to work in social work. That's what I would want to do. At first it was journalism because I love writing, as you know, by like a lot of my writing I've given you, but it would be social work. Yeah, that's what I would do.
What about what job or occupation other than your own would you not like to attempt?
Retail.
Why retail?
Because people are messy and, I already work in hospitality and, I know what people would be like. And imagine working in retail in Christmas sales and Boxing Day sales.
No, I don't want to imagine. I'm okay without imagining that. All right, final question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Hey, mate, what's up? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, I would like God to say, you've done amazing with leaving your imprint on the world, projecting the image of positive body image as well. You've done what you can. And pretty much just saying everything I want to do while I've got my time here on earth, it's been fulfilled.
I mean, he could say all that and still lead with, hey, what's up?
Yeah, no. We went there like, hey, what's up going? Bring out my inner Wollongong. But yes, that's what I like.
Oh, you from Wollongong, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Originally,
okay.
yes. I'm from the Gong.
From the Gong.
2528, represent.
That's a bit of American coming from you.
Oh, hey.
Okay, well, Emily, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Thank everyone for watching, and we'll speak to you next time.